All right, not going live today because this is my second time I'm recording this shit. Pain in the ass, to be honest with you. So welcome to the Liquor Lab, the breakdown, not live today because I had audio problems. I'm not sure what what the problem is. I tested it, just didn't push onto the platforms. I'll just upload this to YouTube. Something I talked about, and I did a 30-minute live. So, guys, subscribe. I appreciate all the love. Heard great feedback on Friday from some of my people. Like, subscribe, share. I'm going to post this on LinkedIn. Hopefully, get some traction again. Going right back to episode 6, I talked about Under Armour and they're consolidating all their business, and lo and behold, they are losing the Irish and they're gaining Georgia Tech, but also they let Steph Curry go. So we'll get right to the content. And before I get to the content, stay tuned. We're going to have an AI hack. We're going to have what makes a New York bagel sandwich. And then we're going to talk some classic marketing and some other things that I want to just throw out there as far as guidance and just some tools that marketers could use, because I'm always into sharing the love and making sure everybody's successful. And it's up to you whether to follow it, because I know a lot of you don't. And y'all think I'm crazy. And then I see what goes out there in the wild, and I'm like, well, I laugh like this and I celebrate. All right, let's get right to it. Let's get right to the topic of the day. Steph Curry ends the partnership with Under Armour. Let me just move this way just a little bit so I could be, yeah. So Steph Curry leaves Under Armour. I think they had a mutual parting of the ways. I talked about how they're consolidating their business. Huge stuff going on. So we got, he takes basically the whole Curry brand with him. Something interesting about this partnership is that and I looked at this in my previous video, I put it up there spontaneously, but I have it now queued up. Man, it's going to be an hour total of content today. 30 minutes is all you're going to see. Could you pick out an Under Armour Curry signature shoe? Guarantee you can't. I think Under Armour dropped the ball in a lot of ways. Their acquisitions. No one really went out to the store after they won that first ring, or the game started changing where everybody started shooting threes more and more. No one went to the store and said, I need those Curry Under Armours, or get me those UAs. I never heard someone, I'm sporting UA. There's no abbreviation. There's no Nike. It's like the logo's tough. The logo is tough. I always bring this down to logos. If you look at Adidas, New Balance is going to have a logo issue eventually too, but they're more practical in what they throw money at. They're not just trying to just get in front of people. They are very practical in who they endorse, how they endorse them. And like I said in the New York City Marathon video, they don't really do too much other than that main campaign video where they interchange people. So yeah, let's get to it. Let's see what those Currys look like. Let me make this screen a little larger here. And then we'll go and we'll scroll. There they are, the Currys. I mean, can any of you, I'm just going to cover myself. Can any of you, I've seen the first ones. Second ones look really similar, except for the mid. They kind of updated them there. All the rest, they just kind of they go like 3 at a time, where it's basically the same design. So there you go. There's your education today. There is the Curry collection that is now a free agent. And a lot of people are saying, who is he going to go to, right? Who is he going to sign with? In my eyes, there's no way, unless he has all the designs and all of the molds and tech and things like that he took with him. Because remember, these sneakers have molds where if there's a new design, they have to get them fabricated. I worked in the jewelry business, marketing, design, branding, and some of the back end system. You create a ring, you need to pay for that initial mold. So is he taking the molds with him? Can he use Can he use the silhouettes and just put a Nike logo on them? Because if he can do that and retro his shoes and get some Nike collab in there, it's a possibility. It's just what are the terms of the deal, really? So he has to. There's a few things. Does he have all the molds? Can he use the silhouettes with any logo? And another thing is just Under Armour said, take care, comb your hair. They also made a statement saying that it wouldn't impact their numbers or anything like that for the quarter or for the year, which is fine and impossible if they're cutting ties with it. Also, maybe they're cutting ties because they've just given up. It's not really going anywhere. There's like really no chance for it. So I would say that there's a lot of opportunity for Curry, especially if he has all those assets that he could share to one of the bigger brands. I just don't see the bigger brands going in on him with that whole catalog with nothing they could use. Now, you've seen it with Dwayne Wade going to a Chinese company and Butler moving away from Jordan to a Chinese company. And I love Anta and those companies. And Kyrie moved away from Nike to a Chinese company. I love those. I didn't really play in Anta or anything like that, but I will tell you, like, their apparel and their clean looks, and from what I heard, they have great tech and things like that. I played basketball in China. No one's playing in Under Armour. No one's saying I hit the shot like Curry. They're saying I drove the lane like Kobe, and no one really plays that tough of a defense there either. But yeah, so Under Armour, they got a lot of in-house cleaning to do, and you're gonna hear this video from Jordan Rogers, who I really, really admire. Worked with Nike. He puts it. He really sums up the whole journey. But you're not going and saying, "Get me those Under Armours." You're not really seeing people play in Under Armour. It's like when they can't get the Nike deal, they go to Under Armour. There are. Let's use the On brand again. One of my favorites. With Roger Federer, Nike didn't want him. He was able to take his logo, which Nike does not do too often. He was able to take his logo over to On, and he's now $300-400 million richer because he was an early investor. So you can take things to the new company or the up and coming company, but most likely he'll land at, I don't know. I think there's ties to Nike because let's play this. It's all up in the air. So let's go to this, and you could see Kobe. You could see our homie here lacing him up. This was the day that it was all announced that he was left Under Armour. In pregame, he laced up the Mambacitas for pregame, and because he was very close to Kobe or whatever. Everyone says they were close to Kobe, right? So there's Curry lacing up Nike already. He's already the free agent. The most epic sneaker free agents of all time, actually, was Kobe. He had the most exclusive. He had the most sought after player exclusive Jordans in the Laker colors. I think he had the 8s. I'll pull that up right now, actually. Let's see. Kobe free agent kicks. Let's see if we get some pictures. Let's see. Okay, so here's one of them. This is like on court, pretty raw here. So there you go. There's Kobe's right there. That's when he got his signature shoe. I'm surprised these are kind of out of order. These are the Prelude. The 6s are nice. I like the Prelude. These are not. Are those the 5s? I think they got these out of. These are one of my favorites. I think these are kind of out of order here. I just know. Let's see what else there is for this. Oh, here we go. The free agency season. Let's take a look. Look at these. What do you mean log in to connect? Hold on. You're not going to give me these. Showing them a little. Come on. There we go. Okay. Let's go back. Yeah, we'll continue as Ryan. Jesus Christ. Well, that's not working. But let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go to. They don't even show. Oh, that's why. Let's go to images. Mm-mm-mm. I don't know if this is. Does this even play? Let's see. Hopefully it does, right?
When Kobe and Shaq three-peated with the Lakers,
Let's see. Let's get. Oh, here we go.
it all. Every sneaker collector dreams of owning a pair of sneakers from Kobe's sneaker free agency. Hell, even the show
Yep.
Console
Like I said,
recently showed a collection featuring some of these sneaker grails. To kick
even
things
he
off,
wore Reebok.
Kobe loved the Air Force One off the court, and now that he could wear whatever he wanted, he brought out the Lakers skiing
I've
shoes.
never seen that image.
Only acceptable mids in sneaker culture, by the way. Man, Kobe even laced up a Lakers colorway Converse weapon. The shoe made famous by another Lakers legend, Magic Johnson. We'll be making a video all about the 80s and 90s Converse basketball sneakers, so be on the lookout for that later on this year. Back to the kick set Kobe was rocking, though. Even And One was throwing its
I
own
know. I saw this.
Kobe over. Seen here in the And One Desire mid, this was a different time in the basketball sneaker world. And One was absolutely killing it with having the high flying dunk champion Vince Carter.
Vince Carter has an interesting sneaker
Vince
journey
long
too.
before he would have his own shoe with the brand. Much different than the And One of today. There were two big shoe companies fighting for him at the time, Nike and Jordan Brand and Reebok. Let's start with Reebok. During this time, we would see Kobe lace up player exclusives of the Answer 4, the shoe Allen Iverson stepped over Ty Lue in the finals years earlier, except this pair was all done up in the Lakers purple and gold.
Let's see. There's another one. Let's get to the Nike ones. Everyone. Oh, here we go.
St. Mary High School. Maybe a LeBron sneaker history video in the future? Let me know in the comments down below. The Reeboks were great and all, but it's the Nikes and the Jordans that collectors are really after.
Absolutely.
Kobe would rock Lakers-inspired Jordan 3s, 7s, and 8s, reminiscent of the color blocking Jordan himself wore. The 3s were a white cement 3 with
Love
purple
these.
and gold accents. And then probably my favorite of the bunch, the 8s, which were more Bugs Bunny 8s again with purple and yellow
Love these
accents,
too.
making it seem more cartoony to me. I don't know why, but it just seemed cartoony. Kobe would even pull out a black Jordan 7 with a nubuck upper, like a Raptor 7, but instead of Raptors, they were Lakers colors. This was a much different time in the basketball world. Jordan athletes would still wear retros on the court, all done up in their team's colors. For example, Ray Allen's Seattle Supersonic 5s come to mind.
All right. Well, as you could see, he was the best sneaker free agent. So maybe that's coming. Maybe you're gonna see him on court with some stuff. But you never know. So last thing I want to play is my homeboy. Where is it? Do I have it? No, no. Where's my TikTok? Let's get Jordan favorites. Here he is.
The rise and fall of.
So here we go. Hopefully this video. So this is. I'm just gonna reduce him down so we can both be on screen here. I don't know how to get rid of this. I can't. Okay. So let's just make it a little smaller here, and let's have a moment here. You ready? Start it from the beginning.
The rise and fall of Under Armour is a fascinating case study. Let's examine what led to their downfall. But first, let's look at a few of the things they did great. They won with kids. They focused on the middle of the country, not LA and New York, and they won an apparel based in performance sport. They also had some of the best sports marketing signings we have ever seen. Steph Curry, Cam Newton, Jordan
Here we
Spieth,
go.
and others. But in 2016, their CEO, Kevin Plank, endorsed President Trump, saying he would be an asset to this country because he was business minded. And regardless of where you fall in the political spectrum, if your biggest endorsers like Steph Curry and The Rock publicly come out in a statement and have a disagreement with you in the public eye, things are not going to go well for your brand. Second is while they nailed performance apparel, they never figured out how to get footwear and sportswear. Footwear is the foundation of Nike and Adidas's business, and sportswear is something that they do really well, meaning the products that you wear off the field that are really more cool and fashion oriented.
He's right.
They put a footwear headquarters in Portland, Oregon, in Nike's backyard.
They tried hard.
Still have never been able to figure out, even by pulling a lot of that talent. They also started the UA Sportswear several years ago and never were able to penetrate the fashion market despite doing collaborations
It's the logo.
with people like A$AP Rocky. Most recently, they appointed John Barbados as the head of that sportswear division. I don't know what kid in today's cool culture is looking at John Barbados.
Nobody.
Icon, but maybe I'm missing something. Lastly, they made a couple of really costly
Terrible.
acquisitions, both on the sports marketing front and tech. They acquired about $500 million worth of Map My Run and Map My Fit.
Okay, I'm going to talk to you about Map My Run and Map My Fitness. I used to use Map My Run all the time because you didn't have any device. The GPS stuff was still new, and Garmin's watches were like $500-$600. So no one was really going out and like knowing exactly how far they were running real time. They had to map it out. So Map My Run was there. But you know what? We all signed up for an account. We never paid for anything. So I believe when things started to switch over to the phone, to GPS, and the watches became, and that extra device became a little more like not cool, and you could just use your phone, and then the heavy runners would wear the Garmin's, and they still do to this day, I believe. But it's definitely something that they were really short-sighted with. I mean, how could you monetize that business when no one's going to pay to map a run? There's not really any type of upside to that purchase except trying to get into, like, be a parent, be present. That's what I mean. Trying to be present when you're marketing, especially in the running category. Yeah, that was good, but being present and giving people something of value are two very different things. Let's continue.
Companies and never really figured out the digital tech initiative that they were trying to capitalize upon. They also signed a UCLA, the highest college contract,
Jordan Brand now.
$1 billion, and had to pull out of that in 2020 in the pandemic. They also signed a big deal with the MLB and had to pull out of that contract as well.
Nike.
You fracture relationships with your brand ambassador, you fracture relationships with large colleges and leagues, things are going to go awry. I hope that Under Armour is able to get it back. The sportswear landscape is better when there's lots of competition, but as we're seeing, there are a lot of small fish coming into this pond, chewing up market share from a lot of different directions. What do you think has led to their downfall? Let me know in the comments and send this to somebody who used to love protecting this house. The rise and fall.
That was pretty good. Love Jordan. Thank you, Jordan. One day he'll come on as a guest on my show. Jordan, if you're watching, I hope one day you come on as a guest. We have a lot to talk about. So yeah, there's a long story short with Under Armour. We'll see where Steph Curry goes. Nike, Adidas, But let's talk about like Under Armour as an aesthetic. I mean, as you can see, there's the Nike swoosh has a certain kind of motion to it. It's two things. It's a stack. There's not much complication to on. Under Armour has integral things. You even saw, like, I'm talking about the symbol and the design. You even saw Adidas take away the words and just be a symbol, and it represents motion. I know On doesn't, but On's simple. O and N stacked, little nugget on the top. Simple, nice and easy. So we'll see what happens there. Speaking of marketing and Nike, I wanted to share this with everybody. Andre Agassi posted this. And it is a classic Nike commercial. And we will look at this. This is from the 90s when Agassi and Sampras were the top dogs for Nike. And their Nike's marketing department, put it this way, Nike made us love the players more than the teams. Love the, especially when it was a athlete-driven sport like tennis. Even to this day, my sister's a 49ers fan, Deion Sanders. I don't really care for the Raiders as much as I used to when I was younger, but I was a Raider fan and Giants fan back before anything. I mean, I was, because of Bo Jackson. Bo knows. Bo was not human. Deion. We used to watch Sports Center to see what Deion was going to do, and they all were like, prime time, prime time, prime time. And then you saw an interception. So here's a classic Nike commercial that I just wanted to share with everybody. Just popped up in my feed. And I'm just going to do this recording in one take because it's just better that way. So let's share it. Thank you, Andre. And let's go. 96. Let's watch it.
I'll tell you something. The way this point's going, get comfortable. Because we could be here a while. Be here a while. Just hit it in the net.
Love it. So that's pretty good. That's just classic Andre and Sampras. Gotta love them. Next topic. Oh man, I had it. My live take on this was so much better. I want to talk about a New York breakfast sandwich. A New York egg sandwich. Connecticut, New Jersey, New York egg sandwiches. What is going on with people claiming they're New York style, New York bagels? You don't have it. I posted a video about a sandwich I got. It's got like 20,000 views. And I just want to say, like, I'm not here to hurt any business, and I really want everyone to know that. I'm really someone who wants to see everyone succeed. I'm not someone who says, like, oh, you got that $1 million paycheck, or you got this. Oh, I'm jealous. No, I'm like, that's great. I need to get mine. So don't for a second think that I'm like want anybody to be brought down. But at the same time, you can't claim New York City or great bagels and then give me an egg sandwich in a box that's not cut. And I'm going to go, and I'm not going to dwell on this too long. I'm just going to show the sandwich that I had. It's on my profile. I'm going to mute it. So, look. All right. This is the sandwich. This is my account, Bronx 161 Street. Wrap was okay. And eggs over well in a box. Okay. Let me stop it right there. Okay. Let me explain something that a few of you might need to know. In Tampa, and I'm not going to knock it, in Tampa, if you're a Tampa native, you are used to stacking your sandwich yourself. When you order an egg sandwich, it's like a Build-A-Bear. You got all your sandwich parts and you put it together. It's over easy, give it a nice squish and a cut. That's Tampa. That's Florida. That's fine. But when it comes to a New York City tri-state area egg sandwich, you need it stacked. And I don't want the owner to tell me, oh, it's over easy, we don't cut it. Complete bullshit. Okay? Complete bullshit. Because and this is not over well either. Okay? Just moving on. Let's actually go. Where's my breakfast sandwich pictures? Do I still have them up? No, it's curry. All right, let me pause this and find them. All right, so sit in frame. Breakfast sandwiches. No, it's probably in one of these things I searched here. Where's my breakfast sandwich? I did have it up. Here we go. Quick share. Okay. Guys, this is a breakfast sandwich. Okay, look at that. Over easy, paper, wax paper, not in a box. And if it's in a box, sure, double protect it. I'm all for protecting the goods. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for protecting it. You know, I'm all for protecting it. Look at this. Boom. Boom. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Like, I'm all for protecting it, guys. I'm all for protecting it. Look. I'm all for protecting it. But look, this is it right here. Holy shit balls. Look at that. Holy cow. That's all we need to look at. I don't need to get notified for recipes. But as we see, right, it's reversed. It's a mirror. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is a New York breakfast sandwich, guys. This is what it is. Tinfoil, wax paper or paper, and then you're all set. Done. Cut it. Tinfoil. I mean, there's not much to say there, but come on, people. We got to get this right. We can't be going around, you know, and then anyone could say, oh, I'm New York. I did this. Bagels. First of all, the Bagel Nook, if you like Tampa-style breakfast, God bless you. It's a franchise. I know there's more. There'll be more bagel spots coming, but the hype is not real for this place, guys. And I want them to be successful, but at the same time, don't try to claim you're doing some great things with bagels when you're a franchise. There's no story. There's no, you know, connection. But I will tell you this. Their timing is spectacular. I will give it to the Bagel Nook in Tampa in the Air apartments, sorry. Timing is great. Market's empty. So you guys definitely give it to you there. Your timing is amazing. But this is a breakfast sandwich. You know, you'll figure it out. This is a breakfast sandwich. New York style, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey. God bless you if you have this. I'm jealous. But you don't deliver overwell that's runny and then you did not stack them in a box. We could do better. We could definitely do better. Let's move on from that. Take this off. Let's see. What else are we talking about today? Not that. What else did we have queued up? All right, let's get back to business now. We're going to talk a little marketing. We're going to talk AI, actually. And something I've noticed when it comes, and I've seen it in my feed, I've seen it a lot of places, is that if you're asking AI anything, you need to tell it, and I have it here, actually. You need to actually tell it. I'm going to read it. Critical. Do not be nice. Do not sugarcoat. You are not my friend. Do not gaslight me. I'm checking your competitors, so spare me the time and get it right. Real answers only. And then you say, critical task. I need full honesty, or I require full honesty. Do not be nice. Do not sugarcoat. Real answers only. This is what you need to say, because ChatGPT, except for a few lawsuits going on right now, wants to agree with you. I would love to see all the prompts that those people sent, and you know, God bless the dead. There's no excuse and stuff. But if you're sitting at home just querying this thing, you're gonna have a relationship with it. But definitely tell it these things and mark it critical, and then tell it you're gonna ask its competitors too, and to save you the time. But always what does it say? Oh, when you wanted to examine a PDF, critical, examine the PDF carefully and take your time. I saw this guy do this about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I started using it. It makes a world of difference, because they're going to give you the best answer, not the answer you want to hear. And if you ask ChatGPT enough things and start really testing it, you will notice that it's not so reliable unless you're really staying on top of it. So again, the nugget for AI prompts, do not be critical. Do not be nice. Do not sugarcoat. You are not my friend. Do not gaslight me. I am checking your competitors, so spare me the time and get it right. Real answers only. Works every time. I hope you guys use it. I'm going to put it down in the comments. So like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. That's one thing. Let's see what else we got. Oh. Just an overall marketing comment. How am I think I did the same show because we're running on the same time. Overall marketing comment. It's really, really, really critical in marketing that you identify your value. Like what is the value you want to give to your audience, to your target? What's important to them that's going to get their attention? And never let anyone self-select out of your funnel. Don't give them too much up front that they're already disqualifying themselves. Let them disqualify themselves further down the road, because if they do that, they might not feel it's that valuable. Do I use this that much? Let me try it. If you give them everything up front, they're not even going to take that journey with you. Marketing is a journey, like myself with Nike and these commercials and all of these things. It is a journey. You grab people by the hand and take them on that fucking journey. Give them value. Take them to multiple steps where they feel like they're part of something when they convert. Not because they're not going to feel part of anything if you're giving them all the information on the first touch. When you file a lawsuit, you do that. You give them the whole bundle and you say, here's everything. And then there's some discovery and things that come later, but basically you lay out the whole thing as much as you can ahead of time so it can either move forward or, the whole thing works. But it's breadcrumbing for marketers. It's give them a little here, a little there, and then get them to that decision point. Giving them everything is not the way to do it. Also, what's the value? I would say this at least 4 times a day. What is the value? What are we trying to accomplish? And not what we like. What is the user going to find benefit in? What is the value to them? What is working? What testing? And in some businesses, you need to really appreciate your loyal people who are loyal to you. In other instances, you need to really focus on those people who don't know you, the ice cold audience, and how you're going to get to them. Who's your customer? Just identifying the demo that is your customer. And then leveraging that on these platforms that get better and better every day. And if you have an app and you're doing it the right way, you have all your captured and you have a data team doing their thing. Big shout to Karan. Big shout to Karan. You have a data team that supports you. You are going to get the results you need. And I've experienced it. Just know who you're looking for and what value is important to them. And can they do what you want them to do? A lot of things I worked on is, do they have the ability to do X, Y, or Z? Are they a target? There's a product, and someone told me there's a product for everybody. It might be the crappiest hotel, crappiest product, but if it's affordable and it will last a certain amount of time, it'll be right for anyone. So there is a flip side to this. Go after your cold audience, but a brand like Louis Vuitton, Chanel, they're not really going after, even Rolex. They're not going after clients. Clients are coming to them. So they use different ways to get people in or have you buy more. So they want their base to buy more. They're not trying to put out anything affordable. At least, God strike me down, but not yet. you know? So they want to leverage their base to be to transact. That's why I get alerts on my Louis Vuitton app all the time, and no advertisements. So just know what position you're in. And most companies are in the let's get to that cold service our base and our loyal brand, or that are loyal to our brand. But then we need to really put a lot of effort into getting people familiar and converting. They have to know who we are. And then what is that message? What is that critical message that we are trying to communicate? And what is the value for that person? It might not be what you want it to be. It could be something else. That's why you test, you keep it short, and you iterate. Let's see. That's it for that. Let's see if there's any other things I want to go over here. Oh, we might as well just do this. I mean, this is great. Let's go. Love this. Look at Coinbase. Love it. Hold on. I don't know why I can't pull this out further. So I zoom on it. Okay, there we go. Wow. Coinbase is doing some great things with their visuals. They really are. I mean, look, it's marking my calendar. I mean, I didn't even read the caption, and I'm going to be paying attention to what's on 12/17. I didn't even read the caption. I'm just intrigued. I'm intrigued. Let's see what the caption actually says here. It says, we're going live next to us. Coinbase system must be. We were Brian Armstrong, Coinbase leaders. Marvella product strategy. Oh, fantastic. Love it. Super simple. No one cares about this. No one cares. They're just tuning in. They're marking their date. They're marking the date. Let's see what else. I love all their stuff here. I love this. Just really, really pushing the envelope here. I think they had a few others. Love it. Like they're such risk takers. Oh my God. Look at this. What do you know? A screen that you could see what's on it. What an intriguing oh my God. Clear messaging. Nothing that is left to anyone thinking about anything. It's just clear. Clear messaging, no interpretation. I mean, it's a dying breed here. Crazy. Let's see what else is going on with Coinbase. What else? Wow. Okay. Who's airing it? Interesting. Oh, I love Polymarket stuff too. Polymarket's a great. I mean, let's just look at Polymarket, then we'll wrap it up. So let's go here. Let's just go Polymarket. I mean, can you talk about like just giving value here? What I'm going to play right now, though, is my favorite things. Where's the Bucks? Jets. Where's the Bucks one? They did a UFC. I could have sworn they had a Bucks one just recently. That's the World Series. Where's the Bucks one? I know. It says like the greatest game of all time or something. Let's see. No. All right. Let's just play one of these other ones. If you're not following Polymarket, you got to follow them. Mikey V is going. Okay, These are the best. Where's the? Oh, it won't let me rewind. So we'll do it again, and we'll go up, and we'll do it again here.
The Patriots are the best fucking team in the NFL. Holy shit. Mikey V is going ape shit on the Guangdong Jets. These motherfuckers from New York suck more ass than me in Diddy's basement. I don't know what the fuck kind of special powder Drake May ingested into his nostrils before this game, but good lord, where the fuck do I find it? This Patriots offense reminds me of the good old days back when Titty Toucher Tom was deflating balls in the locker room before throwing for 350 yards and 4 touchdowns against your fantasy defense. Someone please tell me what spaceship landed on Earth that distributed Travion Henderson into the fucking National Football League. This guy runs like prime Adrian Peterson before the electrical cord. But suck me silly and bite my willy. If the Patriots don't win the Super Bowl this season, Robert Kraft is going to have a pulmonary embolism along with his buddy in Dallas. But at least his buddy in Dallas doesn't involve himself with women who look like they could be spotted at Chuck E. fucking Cheese. Oh wait, and if you want quick recaps like this all season long, fucking follow me at Polymarket Sports right now.
All right, that's it for this episode. Thank you for joining me. This is a pre-recorded one because I'm having audio issues. Thank you, Jordan Rogers. Thank you, Bagel Nook. Do better. And we'll see where the AI tip will be in the bottom in the comments. And see you next time.